Happening, man? Hope you guys are having a great day on Hump Day. It is Wednesday, and I don't have a watch that has a date on it, but y'all know what date it is. All my days kind of blend together. Today I am rocking a Hamilton filled khaki, right? Khaki as in 42 millimeter, bead blasted. This is the largest Hamilton I own. And we're gonna be talking watches today, man. I am in a spot, bro. I'm in a spot. Y'all see I got on my Trifecta gear. And yeah, man, I received something today, man. This morning I got a text message. Somebody actually went on Chat GPT and created a Trapvision action figure, man. Oh my gosh, it's dope. I'll be sharing that later. Also, I have been listening. Y'all know that I'm a hip hop head, so I have been listening to a number of tunes, but for those that have yet to hear my theme song, which was created by TonyWhoa, he has a new album out, right? So if you go in the description, you'll see two things. You'll see Trifecta, right? Below that, you'll see TonyWhoa. You'll hear the song. Go over to Spotify. You can actually play that in your here this dude go. Every time I got a troll, a natural troll, y'all, that comes on here, calls me every time I go live. He does every time. And then he'll come into the chat and say, yo, what's that? He'll be like, yeah, hey, yo. I said, hey, yo, I can't wait till they go live. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have everybody call them.
Yeah, let's go. We're good, how are you? Good.
So,
all right, we're back in action here.
All right, y'all. So
did Seiko say what the issue
block him. Yeah, I'm going to have to,
It was
bro.
just out of the beat
He's
ratio was
laughing.
off.
So today we're going to be talking a lot of stuff about watches, man. He took like Jake just actually, well, he's handling a customer right now. I'm going to take you over to some watches that he just got in. A couple of these have been featured on YouTube already,
When's that happening?
but we're going to be talking about 150 years of Bulova, and I hope you guys went over and seen the actual show over on Amazon Prime. It is a great watch. Great watch. Then you have this beautiful thing. This is brand new coming in here, man. Look at that. I'm not even a gold fan. I'm telling you, I'm not a fan of gold, but that rose tone is beautiful, man. And then he has, it just came in today, I believe. That's a soul red. This is in the 40 millimeter version. Quartz, PRX, and $395. And you can actually go in. Those that don't know, you can go click the link below and type in a code. It is Trifecta 3D. Or you can do Trifecta 3D. Do Trifecta 3D because you know how to say it. Yeah, it'll probably be easier. But then, of course, y'all know, hold up, it's in the case. That's that. It just happened to come. They just unpackaging stuff.
And that has like an Indiana case.
And they just had the time grapher running while they watch Teddy's on the screen. Let me see who's up in the chat real quick.
Put together in Coca.
Io Silver's in there. Jay Jones, Eric Mack, Meet Now, Brenda Robb. Jabroni's in the building. What's up, brother?
And then
Skylar Santana is in there checking it out.
like 30% Chinese.
All right. So yeah, man, we're gonna be talking about. Oh, hold up, I gotta show you this guy over here, man. Look at this handsome gentleman right here. This is a part of the Trifecta team. How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How you doing?
Man, great.
How many watches can I show you today?
All of them.
Done. Hey, back up the truck. We got a big order here.
Yeah. Hey, man,
We want them
Tony.
all in the same color.
Of course, why
And you
not?
want them
Man?
to all look alike.
Yeah, man. What's the? No, well, I need some diversity, but you know. All right, so we got Seiko in the building. You guys have seen these watches, but I don't know if you guys have obtained any of these watches yet. And question, what are you guys looking forward to? Seeing that we're gonna talk a little bit about the tariffs, because you know the tariffs have taken hold. There's some companies that are going up in price. I don't know if Seiko's one of them. I doubt that Seiko's one of them. I didn't get any news that they're going to go up in price. I think they're going to keep moving, but there are companies, man. I seen Christopher Ward went up in their prices already. And hey, TonyWhoa in the building, y'all. TonyWhoa is in the building, man. Like I said, go over there and check out The link is in the description, man. Go over there and play that, spin that. You know what I'm saying? Then we're going to be talking about this beauties right here. Not me.
Thanks for your patience with
This
No,
right
industry,
here.
everything takes forever.
Yeah, I know.
Bulova.
Kind of the nature of these.
Yeah, right there. Who has Bulova in their collection, man? And I think if you haven't seen the show, if you haven't went over there to Amazon, just go over there and check it out, and then you may be inspired to actually buy one. And of course, the citizen section. Now, I'm gonna show you something that's new. Seeing that they have that new Bulova section, they have a pre-owned section. So you can actually come if you're in here. Well, since you're here, you'll see they got Movado. You got a man, Citizen. What in the world? This is a whole wood watch. Oh, look at that right there. Ooh. Okay. Pre-owned section. That is wild.
This is the time of year.
Old to so.
Everything starts coming out, all the new stuff.
What's
Yo,
on this like?
that's wild. That is wild.
Looking at watches for a while.
It's pretty good.
Mm.
I've just been so busy with school.
So this is something new he just added.
What are you going to school for?
I didn't know that till I just got here.
Nice.
I'm gonna be up in Chicago.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell him about that, Jay. Hey, I told him when I got in here, I said, hey, bro,
From their original
my man said he's ready for his box.
color.
He laughed.
Wet.
He laughed and was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to order that for him.
They do have a blue.
Let's see what we got in here.
There's a blue version, and then their original black.
Yes, sir. All right, so of course I got to come over to one of my favorite sections, if not my favorite section in the store, which is Longines. This is on a time graph for this morning. This thing is running perfectly fine, man. Like at zero. It was at zero, bro. In that position.
That's even cooler. It's that
All right, so
accident.
that one right there.
I need to look up the history behind this.
And I don't know, man. There's just something about that one, man. I just like that
Before
one.
we look at this first comment, I want to
Some people don't like that watch, though.
I may say monthly.
And I don't know. I'm pretty sure with the tariffs and stuff like
It's not a
that,
limited run, right?
you may see an increase with
I
that.
literally like.
Keeping up with the Griffins, what's happening?
So that's
You
like
got your big eye on right.
the only other watch that was.
What up, man?
That's right.
I like how Bulova is doing.
And everything is good today, man.
I love these like retro ones.
You in Brazil? Okay, pre-owned is going to be king during tariffs. You ain't never lying about that. Citizen? Yes, he does have Citizen.
No, it's.
This is the Citizen pieces right here. And as far as I know, Citizen hasn't mentioned an increase in prices. So
Yeah, that cool. Yeah, they had 45.
I haven't heard anything. I know there are some companies that are talking about it.
Yeah.
Again, these two right here, two of my favorites, man. Something about those chronographs, boy. Something about them chronographs.
Yeah, that's.
This right here, man, that thing is beautiful, man. The new Tiosa, a Tiosa at Harvard. I don't know, what's the proper pronunciation? Do you pronounce the T with it?
Well, I appreciate it.
I just
Thanks again.
imagine that the T was silent. I imagine that the T was silent. What's up, Mr. Jake? Jake from Trifecta.
Welcome back, Travis. It's been a little while.
I know, man. Been a nice little while, man. So the gang's all here. You got your nerd with swag is in the building. We got Jay Jones. You got Random Rob. You got Skylar, the learning professional, and you got Long Ranger. He says, in all caps, Jake, I'm still waiting on my box, brother.
It's probably in my cart right now. We'll see.
There you go. All right, bro. You'll get the box, bro. You'll get the box. So Jake, man, how's business, bro?
It's been good. You know, obviously the talk of the tariffs have mixed things up and changed perceptions and in reality a little bit. April's strong because I think people are nervous about the tariffs, and for good reason. We did find out that one of our brands, which will end up being more than one, they'll increase prices. So increase prices not only on the retail side, but on our side as well. So that'll be May 1st.
Okay.
So if you're looking to get a piece, you probably should do it soon. And it is Swatch Group, that one brand, but we haven't received official memo.
Right. So
So I don't know. I would assume all brands will follow suit. I'd be shocked if they didn't. So yeah, that's a hit because after COVID, there were increases in prices too. So yeah, I wouldn't delay if you're looking to get one of these pieces.
okay.
But yeah, new stuff is coming out. 'Tis the season for that. First quarter, end of first quarter is usually when things start appearing and shipping and things of that sort. A lot of you have already seen the Carbon PRX. Tissot decided to release most of their new PRXs early in the year. So this rose and blue has been popular. Just a color combination you don't see often, which is part of the draw. Great timepiece
That's a
there.
handsome timepiece, man. I like that.
And then the red, people are always looking for a red or burgundy dial, and they came out with this almost fire engine red in 40 and 35 quartz. So the other two were Powermatic 80s, automatics, and these are quartz.
Okay.
Seiko hasn't really, I'll be meeting with them on Friday to get initial orders in and learn a little bit more specifics about what's going on there. There'll be a change in the Alpinist collection, so a lot of those will be discontinued probably. And then there'll be new product that comes out.
Y'all heard that? So if you didn't get an Alpinist, boy, you got some. You have some left.
Oh yeah, we'll stockpile. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll have plenty.
Okay. So somebody's
But when I
asking
say
about
plenty,
that.
people are, it's going to go fast. So, this is the new mill ships. So, a recreation of the old naval timepiece. Just a super. It's a different color combination. You have the bronze case with this green, and there's also a blue version, and then of course their original, which is more of a typical colorway. The
Man,
black
look at
and
that case back,
grays.
y'all. That case back is everything.
Yeah, case back, 200 meters.
That's nice.
Yeah, and they have a limited edition piece too. That I don't know if we got back in. I think you might have put it on.
Yeah, the last
when
time.
we first got it.
Yep.
So that's still, I think there are still pieces available. And then that little piece of paper is an indicator of moisture in the case. So a lot of people don't know that. If there's moisture in the case, that white part changes color. And so that's how you know if you don't have a proper seal. And so it's an interesting, a low-tech but efficient and effective way to know if you have any leakage or moisture in the case.
You just gave me an idea. You know what? So you guys can actually, I'll do this after this episode. I am just going to make a whole, what do you call that? We can just go straight to all of my Trifecta videos and lives, so they can just go back and look at it.
Oh.
So a playlist. I can't think of the word. So I'll make a playlist for you guys, because on my last one we did cover, like you had the number limited. You had a lot of limited pieces.
Yeah.
Since then, and yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going.
You know what? I'll get the, hang tight. I'm going to get the 40 millimeter. I don't think I've showed you these yet.
Y'all, we in for something. Sing is in the building, man. What's up, bro? Mr. Dad Joke himself. Trap always capping. Man, somebody put Vic in timeout, bro. Come here, talk about something. What's wrong with you, bro?
Where's the jokester?
He just came in.
Did the dad joke guy come
He just came in. He hasn't been in here in a minute, but he just came in, bro. That is hilarious.
40 millimeter. You know that the trend is true when Citizen releases a Navihawk with a 40 millimeter case. There's a green. There's like a panda. And
That's
very
crazy.
nice. Very nice. They're going to be back ordered all the time for a while. That's that almost panda look to it.
Dang, I like that one, man. That's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. What's the price on these?
$595.
$5.95.
Yeah,
Oh my
really
gosh.
good, really good. Well, I haven't heard anything from Citizen Watch Group about increases. I'm sure that every brand is going to have something. Seiko said business as usual,
Okay.
but we don't know anything. Nobody knows anything yet, so we'll figure it
Now,
out.
They said it in Japanese. It's hard to know what
except silly.
That's true.
translate Japanese.
Cool citizen. Luciano, welcome in. Not easy to save money when you have Trapvision 3D. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Tax return, LOL. I'm always paying the IRS. Let's see. Who was that? Somebody said, I think it was, okay, tax return buyers coming soon. It is tax season. It's tax season. So, you have your Tissot pieces, and I see that you still have that one. Is that blue?
Yeah, that's blue. What else am I missing?
Somebody was
There are a few
asking about a
pieces that
Lilac.
are they've been out of stock because everything's backward. What were they looking for?
A Lilac. Somebody had asked me.
Oh yeah, these are great. That's the green. There's a white. There's a blue, a black. What did I say? I might have duplicated that. Anyway.
I like those right there. So again, if you guys go in, so you can do one or two things. You can literally go right now into my to the description. You can go shop. Now, what I will tell you is sometimes there's watches in the store that is not on the website. So I would say send him a message and ask about certain watches. He may have them. And then there was the other thing about you can get like the luxury end of Seiko, right? Like King Seiko and stuff like that. So yeah, reach out to Jake, ask about the model, send him the model number. Oh, also the question about that piece right there. He didn't see it in the 40 millimeter, so yeah, I know you wanted that.
Check. I know we've only had 42s in.
So
And I
yeah,
can't imagine that I overlooked that, but it's possible.
all right. So Bulova though, I want to know in the chat, how many people have watched the Bulova, the 150 years of Bulova,
So good.
the New York watch, if you will. I know it's an American brand, but people from New York should be proud of the heritage, man. 1875. Yeah, that was a great show. It made me want to buy a Bulova. Yeah, I think if you do buy one, they actually talk about this, bringing this back in there. I don't want to get no spoilers, man, but yeah, I would say go check it out. I like this, man.
Oh, that's right. 36.
36 is the only other size. Okay.
I'm a little surprised they didn't do 40, but they don't look too big either. I mean, this is the same size. This is that
let me get
new.
this camera turned
Never mind. This is 40, but the case is pretty tight, I guess. There's a lot of dial that is going to show in these pieces.
Yeah, because
So they don't look bulky or anything. They're relatively thin.
Okay, yeah. That
So
profile
the
is
42, they've sold well.
nice. Can you get your hands on an Aventurine dial? We need that Aventurine, bro.
Oh my gosh, I know. I've been trying, and with the climate, the economic climate, it's possible that they'll release a few to use.
Yeah, I think like that Aventurine dial. Like I think that like there's a lot of companies that's jumping on the Aventurine dials right now. Vizionico was one. Even the micro brands and the affordable, like from the AliExpress, I seen four watches yesterday. I was just researching. That Aventurine is like popping. And then purple watches for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
Watches with purple dials, this is the new green. Mm-hmm. So what I'm hearing. Let me get into the chat. Any new Tissots? Anything on Tissot coming out? Outside of, I know the chronograph is the latest thing they had, right?
Really, it is. There was the chronograph. Those are still pop. Have you shown those? Let me grab them. I'll show your viewers if they haven't seen that.
Okay. Trap was drooling when he saw that Citizen. Hey, bro, that Citizen fire. Bro, that sucker. Yes, sir, man. Heck yeah, man. Look at that. Bro, man. Gosh. That thing is gorgeous, man. I like that. That's a watch right there, bro. That is a freaking watch. Gosh. Freaking amazing, man. What the other one at? Like, but I like this colorway though, man. This watch is ridiculous, man. And you said $595, bro? God,
Salmon
dog.
dial.
Great springtime display case. Yeah, sheesh. Look at that copper, man. That y'all talk about me, Jake. Why you make it so hard, man? Look at that. It's been featured on just a couple of people have featured this on their channel.
Yeah, this is a great
That thing is gorgeous.
auto chrono value. And this is the mechanical. It came out last year, but it's still very relevant because of the new chronographs. So it's all mechanical, not automatic.
And the price on that one, the auto is $1875 or something like
This one, yeah, 1850. The automatic 1895.
that? $1895. Okay.
And then this is the quartz version in blue. Also very, very good looking. And a completely different price point, of course, at $495. But I mean, shoot, to get that look, it's a really strong price.
You're an enabler, bro. Yeah. Who told you to have an AD, man? Why are you AD? Gosh.
And
Uh-oh.
then
Ooh, whoever you are, you got toasted. That's what you get for coming in here with that troll crap, bro. I'm laughing at you. My people ain't playing with you. Randall Ross said he loved that one. Bye, Savage. Why don't you go play with your cucumber? But tell Philippe, Trap Man, you missed out on my show yesterday of microbrands versus independents. I did it on Archie's. Gave you and Skylar a shout out. There are a lot of similarities between micros and indies than differences. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Patel, I did miss that. I can go back and check it out on the replay. Actually, on my way back, I will listen to it. Thank you, though. Thank you. I'm not in the mood for trolls today. My thumb is hovering over chat. Hey, what you talking about? I'm buying something. Hold up. Let me tell you something. Today's show is sponsored by my man, Jake. All right, so we're in here, and then we have the Mad Magician over there, the Mad Mortigan. That's Mad Mortigan. He's over there doing. He just took his. Did you just take away your
Just
thumb?
took my thumb off.
Wow. Okay, so you
It's
can just
amazing.
detach thumbs and stuff, right?
Yeah, it only works once a day.
Okay.
Come on in and see a magic trick.
Hey, I promise. You know what's cool is
did you
like
bring the box back in?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna tell you what's cool.
Yeah, it's back. Blue.
I'm gonna tell you what's cool is I think it was my third visit here. He did a magic trick, and then I don't know for some odd reason, man, my credit card came out.
I was meaning to say something to you about that.
Yeah,
I forgot.
like because I was here to see the trick, right, and show you guys what was being showcased in here, and I walked away with a watch. I was
Yeah.
like, I got halfway up the road and I looked over and seen the trifecta bag. I said, how did that happen?
That's right.
So
He's got magical powers.
I don't know
really.
what's going on with
Truly.
him.
Yeah. Did you? Do you have the ability to show that the automatic and quartz detector trip?
Yeah.
All right, you got to see this. This is going to be good for your viewers.
Okay.
We are very on top of technology.
Yeah.
Very advanced here. Okay.
I agree, Patel. Thank you for the super chat, man. Hold up. Hey, bro, I gotta, because Patel did the super chat, man. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't have Scarlett here, so I can't do the rest of the, you know what I'm saying? If you know, then you know. Uh-oh. All right, so we about to see a magic trick, y'all.
Yeah, come on over here. Now we're gonna need an automatic watch.
Here.
We have a,
Yeah, here. So
quartz watch.
here's an automatic. Okay, or you have.
I have an automatic. I need a quartz.
Here's a quartz, high performing quartz.
Yeah, high performing quartz. Good. So this is kind of an interesting. Do we have a winder anywhere? Oh, get out a winder, because that's,
A winder?
yeah.
Like a watch?
Oh, no, we'll just do it with these two. So here's what happens. This is the
mechanical?
Trifecta watch, yeah.
Oh, here. We have
This
there we go. True mechanical right there.
All right, so you gotta wind this.
Yes.
All right,
No
so this is a little machine, a little instrument that allows you to quickly detect whether or not a watch is an automatic, a winder, or a quartz. Because you can't, at a glance, most people can't tell, right? So I developed this for Trifecta Watches, and it's really pretty fabulous. So you have this little wooden stick and a little rubber handle on it here, because you're going to use this a lot. You don't want a lot of carpal tunnel syndrome. You want this thing to be soft and nice to use. Then this is the indicator needle. It's a brass rod, and I'm going to place it down inside the stick, right? So it's in the center. It's in the center hole of the stick. Now, if I wave this over a winder watch, a watch is purely mechanical, you have to wind every day, nothing happens. The stick stays exactly where it's supposed to be, or where it is. On the other hand, if I wind it over something that is an automatic watch, the indicator needle jumps forward to
Man, hold up, man. Wait a minute.
yeah, and the other thing is, I'll put it back in the middle. Again, if you wave it over a mechanical watch, no change. On the other hand, if I wave it over something that has a quartz battery in it,
Hold up, man. Hold up, man.
it jumps backwards to indicate for quartz.
Hold up, man. No.
No, and all of the wiring and the software is under the DuraGrip handle.
Come on, man.
I'll
Hold
put it
up.
back in the middle once again, and like I said, put it back in the middle. Nothing happened. Now, what are you wearing today?
I got a mechanical watch on.
Okay, look at that. It doesn't do anything, right? What are you wearing?
Automatic.
Sneak over here. So you like this, and it jumps forward for an automatic watch. And so this is the Trifecta watch indicator.
Man, go. Hey, Randy Ross, like, what the F? Man, I am done, bro.
Yeah,
I'm done.
It's a pretty cool thing.
Hey, man, you keep that voodoo away from me, Ricky Bobby. You keep that voodoo away. What in the man? That's crazy.
It is. It's kind of kooky.
That's great.
Yeah.
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 He said
What
voodoo.
we do here all day, every day.
Yeah.
Oh my! He said it's witchcraft. And TonyWhoa said run.
It's not even a challenge.
Oh my gosh, bro! Hey man, I'm done. Boy, you never seen nothing like that before, man. Oh my gosh, man, that's crazy, y'all.
Yeah.
All right, man.
I
So,
just keep losing money here. My wallet. I've lost my wallet 15 times.
Man,
I
I'm
don't
not
know why.
messing him, man.
Right.
Look, y'all. If you ever come to Trifecta, you see him run. Just get out of
I'm
dodge.
right with the time. This is good lessons for life. You see a guy in a tie, just run away.
I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you. So, I have a question. I was just at the Minutes and Hours, right? And I had a chance to sit with, gosh, there were a ton of just vendors there, watch owners and stuff like that. I met a young lady, I forgot her name, but she was 22 years old when she started the company, 3 years of just running the company, man. Which Jody from Just One More Watch said that company wasn't gonna make it, and is here today.
Good for her.
But the thing about it is, after talking to a lot of those vendors and watch owners, one of the biggest concerns was the tariffs that's going to be hit, right? Some have already, hit already. Some like 10% more than what they were already paying. Some are threatening to get 31%, which in order for you to make, you have to add your own because of course you're not going to swallow that cost, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Realistically, I literally just left Reese Nichols, went over to Moyer's, and of course they got a lot of high end stuff. They had a lot of people in there buying Rolex. Everybody's gravitating towards Rolex and all these other brands in there. And also, somebody in here had mentioned that earlier. I think it was Omega, talking about Rolex. I mean, Omega's better than Rolex. As far as sales is concerned, they're in that top percentage of people that's going to spend money. But what do you think? What do you think is going to happen to the business for you? You think that's going to affect you at all? I mean, are you still?
Yeah, it'll affect all of us. It just depends. I mean, a lot of it, they're going to increase the cost for, our wholesale cost for ADs. But they'll also increase the retail price. So some of it'll just be a wash, but it still doesn't help any. It's still not going to help anyone. It's not going to help the consumer because ultimately, most of these things will just be passed on to the consumer unless all these businesses want to go out.
Yeah.
And we're, nobody's going to want that. So now there is always a give and take. And, even me, I've been very discount friendly. Some of those discounts will have to shorten up earlier than I wanted to in the business plan. But that's just the way it goes. I mean, you roll with the punches. The beauty of it is everyone is still going to want watches. Like if you're a watch guy, you're a watch enthusiast, you're going to want watches still. So you're going to figure out a way to purchase a watch. Now, maybe you reduce the number of watches you purchase. Maybe it's not as high price as you want, but people will still buy.
David Blaine watches this.
Yeah.
Now, what's crazy is, and this is actually I guess a question to you guys in the chat, right? And anybody that's watching this on replay, we're 32 minutes into this video. I'd say, for example, I always thought that Tissot 1938 was a smash hit. I say because it's chronometer certified.
Yeah.
And you can get it for that particular model, like
845.
Yeah, somewhere around there. And we were talking about Tudor this morning, and you got the Meta 825. You got the Meta certified timepieces. That right there, you can literally get that watch for $825, right? Before tariffs hit. And I just think that I do agree with some people are going to go with watches that retain this value. So that's where your Omegas and Rolex is going to be the main watch company that people are going to gravitate to. They own the market share.
Well, see, it's either it's Rolex or it's going to be these brands here. So we already saw it as the luxury market gets damaged overseas. China, for example, their luxury market isn't anywhere near what it used to be even a couple years ago.
Right.
So they're already buying the lower priced goods, luxury goods, and we're seeing a little bit of that even before these tariffs. So, I mean, we've had customers come in who have APs, Pateks, that one person in particular said, "I'm going back to these because I can get more of them. I can get more than just a few pieces in my collection, and I miss that." And I think to an extent, that's a natural progression for someone who collects things. You start at the lower end and you go up and you go up, and then you hit this pinnacle and you say, okay, well, what's after this?
Right.
And then you might go revisit your favorites again. And we're just going to see that happen faster with these increases.
Okay, I didn't look at it from that perspective. So the people that's been spending that bread, because the crazy thing is, they don't see what's been happening. They've been looking at, the talk of the town right now is that we were talking about it this morning. Rolex Land Dweller.
Yeah.
Right? And I was like, well, that watch is $14,500 or something like that, just under $15,000, somewhere around there. I will give them kudos for it. Not so much the design, but because of the hardware. Its wear pattern is it's reduced. So this thing lasts a lot longer. So I guess people that feel,
Well, Rolex is almost in it. Well, you can't really say this even now, but they're somewhat of an indestructible brand because of their their history and their popularity. You're always going to have people buying Rolex because they feel like they're bulletproof in purchasing those Rolex watches, because you're always going to get more than retail. Well, in excellent condition.
Yeah.
No, but
Vic, ain't nobody thinking about you. He said that means Trap is going to go from 30 watches to 28. Wow.
that's great.
Thanks a lot, Vic. Thanks for your confidence,
Vic
man.
with the words of wisdom.
And then Skylar says people are going to buy less watches, but they're still going to buy. Competition to sell is going to be fierce.
Yeah.
And I can only assume, but based on what you selling now, what do you think will be your most sold watch in here?
I don't expect too many changes. I mean, unless, say Seiko doesn't increase their prices, then of course maybe a little bit more, Seikos will sell. But I don't really see the percentage of the sales changing too much.
Okay.
Now, I will say that Tissot is very well priced in terms of value, and they do have a greater mix of quartz watches, so automatically going to be a little bit lower in price. So they might even see less of a dent. Whereas Hamilton and above, maybe if times get harder, if times get harder, then maybe there are fewer people who will buy those pieces. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's to be determined.
Yeah, I mean, all we can do right now is just kind of speculate and guess at it, because we really don't know. We can just say, hey,
I mean,
now
we got through the pandemic. I mean, overall, okay. I mean, especially the watch industry. So, like, people thought it might be doom and gloom for a long time after that. And look at where we are in this industry. We're fine. So it might not be as bad as we think. So we can hope for that.
Okay.
Optimism is key.
Okay, you know what? My biggest concern is like companies like this, Flederman.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know he's selling under 100 watches per year, right? And with him being an extreme micro brand, like a local town brand for Indiana, I wonder, you know what I'm saying? Because he's using Miota movements in his watches, right? And we'll see how that goes. But
well, and I did talk with him last week, and he is very focused on sourcing things from different countries. And surprisingly, there's not a lot of Chinese parts in those watches. So, like some people might think, oh, it's 50% plus. No, it's not. But some of the components that are from China, he's looking at like Malaysia, Vietnam, Thailand, or Taiwan, I should say.
Taiwan.
And there are other companies out there that make those components. So I think it's how quick. It's like when the internet came, and Borders Books was one of those stores that failed because they didn't jump on e-commerce quick enough. Well, look at Barnes and Noble. They are still a relatively strong company. I guess I haven't looked recently where they're at, but they didn't go out of business. Borders said, well, we're books. We'll ease in slower. It's how you adapt to the times. And so he's already thinking ahead, so he might be okay. But if you're not thinking ahead and you just absorb all those costs, I don't know how you make it.
I got the solution. It's sitting right here. Mr. Voodoo,
Yeah.
since you can do all this magic stuff next door, I need you to create for us a machine that make it all the parts for the watch, just American made. I need you to do that. I know what it takes. It took you a couple seconds to do that over there?
I'm working on that now.
Okay, all right.
Maybe later this afternoon, I should
Okay.
have some results.
All right, so we'll have an American made watch, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It'll be right here, exclusive at Trifecta Watches.
I'm working on a whole thing. This is just my concept. Imagine sort of a number 8 shaped watch that has sand in it, and it goes through a little hole. And if you hold your hand like this,
Mm-hmm.
the sand goes to the bottom, and when you hold it like this, it goes to the top.
Mm.
So my problem right now is walking around like this all day can be a real pain in the ass. And so
Okay.
you want to, and when you shake hands, the sand jumps up and down. I'm working on it.
Okay. Okay.
I've
All
got
right.
a
All right.
Beta. I'm on a beta.
Hourglass
Yeah.
limited edition. Yeah.
Hourglass.
Hourglass.
That's a great name. We
Great.
gotta use that.
Wow. Wow.
See, we're changing things.
Look out, Jacob and Company.
He's like the Elon Musk of
Yeah.
the watch world.
Elon Musk.
Without the kooky, well,
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah,
such a bad amount. As long as you don't do the Hell Hydra sign in here. We don't talk politics here, y'all. We just make fun of it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay, so before we get out of here, I am going to say this one more time. Hold up. I want y'all to see me in the mirror. Y'all see me in the mirror? Look. Y'all see me. Y'all need to go check out that Bulova special. That right there, man, because, grab your Bulova, get you a part of American Classic. New York, and I know it's some New Yorkers in the building right now. If you don't have a Bulova, I'm going to say the same thing what they said if you don't have a, what's that watch? The Omega Speedmaster. If you don't have an Omega Speedmaster in your collection, you're not a true collector, right? I'm going to take that, erase that. If you don't have a Bulova in your collection, what you doing? What you doing? And you got to get it from Jake. Because if it don't come from Jake, it ain't real.
and Trifecta 3D.
Trifecta 3D.
Put it in at
Hey.
checkout, and you'll see a discount there.
Mm-hmm. What you talking about? You see what box you see, bro? This is what he just brought out. There's no box nowhere, bro. He's shipping those out, bro. Like that. That's for people that's buying. And that's my bag, bro. There's no boxes. You listen, Vic. If you want to watch, man, just go ahead and order you a watch, bro. Matter of fact, Vic, I'll tell you what you could do. There's a Seiko right there with your name on it, or it'd be in his best interest to get one of these Alpinists before they're gone.
look at this. I made my move on one last week.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm able to sit here on my butt and not have to do anything.
Man.
The investment money is now just coming in.
And then what they like 70-hour power reserve on that thing? And I'm all about the power reserve.
70 hours.
I'm gonna tell you that right now. The reason a lot of businesses will suffer from tariffs is just because you put a clown in. Does not make him king. But it turns a palace into a circus. I might need 2 of those boxes, Jake. I'm done, bro. Hold on, man. I'm done. Oh my gosh. Hey, Jake, what is in your current stock, your inventory? What is your favorite bullet or your go-to?
Oh, these are always the worst questions.
Yup, and I always put you on spot.
Yeah, there's so many. I mean, I always go off of just close your eyes and point, take it home, and you're good. I mean, I love the red lunar pilot for something different. And these mill ships, I mean, have to be up there. And actually, I do kind of like those the snorkels for just a novelty piece.
Snorkels are pretty good.
I think they're great. They're fun. They're nothing fancy and nothing flashy.
I'm gonna say this, so don't y'all take offense to this. But if y'all like the Rolex Land Dweller, Rolex, or the what was I calling it? The PRLX. I can say that on my channel. If you get mad, I don't care. But I would say this would be a nice alternative. Wouldn't you say? I think this would be a nice alternative for that. You know
Super Seville.
Yeah, look at
With
that.
plastic, by the way. If it looks weird.
That thing is nice. But I'm gonna say my go-to, that one right there. That Surveyor, the emerald green.
I do like those Jet Stars too.
Jet Stars are sick.
High performing quartz.
And it's funny, I really didn't mean to pick out 2 green dials, but I picked out 2 green dials.
Well, that means you got to take one home. Oh. Now Vic's gonna start talking.
Now Vic is gonna start talking crap. I already know Vic is gonna.
Oh yeah, these. If it shows up, properly with the color. Here, show that Hamilton.
Yeah, hold on, let me see. I may have to flip it.
So there's the blue and the green, 38s and 42s.
I may have to get that. Let me flip the camera around real quick. Let me get this camera flipped around. There it goes.
Speaking of green, does that green show up?
A little bit. There we go. Right there. Yep. What? That's 38.
38. There's
So that's-
42. And then there are some with straps. This is blue only, blue plastic. It's stainless. But yeah, this is a great timepiece. I'm running out of space here.
And do you still have watch winders available?
Yeah. Now those are wolf winders. They're really nice.
And what are the price on wolf winders?
Well, those were just get $100.
$100.
Yeah, they're worth more than that. Here's this Jetstar. That burgundy dial. Yeah, high performing quartz.
Mercy.
Yeah, so that one is a go-to of mine. And then the Sinatra pieces are great too. I don't carry the Sinatra pieces because there's another dealer in town who, out of respect, we let him sell the those. And so now if somebody wants one, I can special order or just pass, if they're local, pass them
Pass it
on
on to them.
so that we, we're
And what? As a consumer, what AD is doing that? That's one of the things we've gotten away from. I mean, because I think competition is healthy. I think competition is healthy. But at the same time, in this realm, where we are right now, the way we collect and stuff like that, I think that is so cool for authorized dealers to work alongside each other. Unlike and what I've seen from a consumer, and I can say this because I don't work for nobody, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's cool for one AD to kind of dump on another one or hate on them and stuff like that. Especially in the state of Indiana. I'm not calling nobody else's state. So if you're an AD and you watching this, you take offense to that means you're doing it. You're guilty of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like you have to bend the knee to somebody. I don't care how long you've been in business. But I just think that's bad business because I may want to come up to Lafayette, get some of the culture here, go get me some food, come over here to Trifecta, grab a watch or two, but then I'll go back over to where I'm at, and I have 4 ADs around me, which I will feature AD. I'm all about featuring Indiana businesses.
Yeah, but usually the brands are pretty good at maintaining that commitment to their ADs. So that's why I couldn't just sell all of the Bulova line because he was technically a dealer already.
Mm-hmm.
But we had talked it over, and I said, "Well, he liked that Sinatra line, so we let him have,
I like that song. I saw that, man. But
it's great. I like it.
again, y'all, as we close, go check out that Bulova, 150 years of Bulova, and we're gonna sign off. I'm gonna sit in here with Jake. We're gonna talk watches. I'm gonna look at some stuff. Vic, I ain't buying nothing, man, unless you cash app me or something like that. Unless you want to send me the money over. You know
I'll
what I
send
mean?
a photo when he walks out with some.
Hey, Vic, get out of here, man. Get back to work, bro. I appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate all the time you guys dedicate. Appreciate the super chats. Patel, always a gentleman. Thank you for coming over here and gracing us. Everybody that's been in the chat, I love it when you guys converse. Go check out TonyWhoa's latest song he just dropped on. It's on Spotify. I have a link down there. Get some plays. Now I'll tell you this. I'm going to even offer something. The person that plays this song, right? And I can tell who plays the song because it's recorded. You may get something in the next video. I'll just do a poll to see who played the song and stuff like that. I just need my man. He's the same person that made my theme song on here. So yeah, with that. We may even get a watch in for that. You know what I'm saying? I might get a watch for someone. I may be generous and buy somebody a watch.
Now,
How about that?
also, Dad Joke Guy has been quiet. We need Dad Joke.
I know, he ain't
The
said
next-
a word,
the next
bro.
live, be prepared.
Yeah, man, you got to come in with them dad jokes,
we got
bro.
magic, we got dad jokes.
Yeah, man. So, all right, y'all. I'm out of here. Thank you guys for watching, man. Until the next lightning strike, y'all be blessed. Appreciate it, man. They was active in that thing.